Hey guys, this is Eskimo Poodle, and we are back with our final bonus episode for Let's Play Dark Souls Remastered on the PC. So, last episode we showed off all the dialogue that we missed with all the characters, and some other stuff like that. Today we're going to be going through all the boss weapons. So, first off, you need to have a bunch of weapons at plus 10, and then you need to have the boss soul, and you also need to have the souls to upgrade the weapon into the new weapon there. So if you need to get a weapon ready for the boss soul weapon, you need to upgrade a weapon of the same type. So like, let's say you want to get the Quelaag's Fury Sword, you need the Soul of Quelaag, and then you need a curved sword at plus 10. And bear in mind that in order to get a weapon to plus 10, it requires 9 Titanite shards and 9 large Titanite shards, plus the soul cost, obviously. And you can buy Titanite shards over at Andre the blacksmith for 800 a pop, and you can buy large Titanite shards from this guy's most convenient, since he's the one that's going to transpose the weapons into the boss soul weapons, for 3,800 a pop. So just keep that in mind. You need 9 of each per weapon, and then the soul cost. So yeah, so let's go ahead and start getting some stuff here. I'm gonna go ahead and do one particular one first, and then I'm gonna redo my save file because we're gonna use that particular soul for something else, as I screwed up on my original playthrough. So let's see, we want to modify equipment, and I want to, where is it? Apparently I don't have what I'm looking for here. I'll be right back. Alrighty, let's try this again. Okay, so we want to modify our equipment, and we want to go to a catalyst right here, and we want to make it into the Manus catalyst with the soul of Manus. The Manus catalyst is basically like the tin crystallization catalyst, where it has your spell cast but gives you extra power. So it's not bad, I guess, but it's also not as strong as the tin crystallization catalyst, and it also weighs more. So yeah, it's weaker by a fair amount, but it does have a physical attack to it, a pretty decent one actually. Scales with strength for that physical attack, so there we go. A sorcery catalyst born from the soul of Manus, Father of the Abyss, a rough old wooden catalyst large enough to be used as a strike weapon, similar to the tin crystallization catalyst, boasts the strength of sorceries, but limits the numbers of castings. And yeah, it's just basically a giant axe-looking catalyst there. And yeah, you actually do got your strong attack, which will do plenty of damage. And, you know, just killed by that guy. But oh well. That's the Manus catalyst right there. And we're not going to be keeping that one, because I need to use the Manus catalyst to get the final sorcery that I was trying to get previously when I actually used the soul of Manus at Snuggly the Crow instead of dropping it. So I'll be right back, and we're going to go through the rest of the weapons now. Alrighty. Let's go level up some other weapons here. And let's start with the, I guess, okay, so I think that's what was going wrong previously. I was looking at all the other categories instead of this category right here, which is apparently the boss soul category. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and take a broken straight sword plus 10 with the soul of Sif, and make the great sword of Artorias, which I don't quite have the stats to use because I need a little more strength, but oh well. So let's make that. And then let's just go ahead and make a bunch of the other weapons as well. So let's go ahead and take the Flambearers plus 10, as well as a Soul of Sif, and we're going to make the Great Sword of Artorias again, except this time it's going to come out as the Cursed Great Sword of Artorias. I think. It should. And then take another Great Sword, plus 10 with the Soul of Artorias itself, and we make the Abyss Great Sword, which has reasonable stats to wield. I mean, 22 strength is not bad. And then let's see, we also want to take another Great Sword plus 10 with the Soul of Gwyn, Lord of Cinder, to make the Great Lord Great Sword. Surprisingly, these all don't require that much strength. I think it's mainly like the weapons that you chop off of tails that require like 50 strength or something like that. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to grind up enough to get 50 strength, so we're not going to be able to check out all those weapons. And also, I was not able to get the tail weapons from Calamite or Priscilla or the Sanctuary Gardens. I tried, but they're a real pain in the ass. With Priscilla, you're supposed to be able to attack her tail beforehand, and a jump attack is supposed to be really good for that, but I can't do the jump attack to save my life. Every time I try to do a jump attack, I end up just doing the strong attack, so I ended up aggroing her and just having to fight her. I tried, but she kept killing me, and finally I just ended up killing her without getting her tail. For Calamite, yeah, good luck getting that. And for the Sanctuary Guardians, again, yeah, those are a real pain in the ass to get, so we're just not going to see those couple weapons, unfortunately. But either way, the Soul of Quelaag with a Katana plus 10, and we get the Chaos Blade. We already have the Quelaag's Fury Sword, but now we get her other boss soul weapon. Let's see, a Great Hammer type weapon with plus 10, and the Soul of Smaug. We get Smaug's Hammer. Awesome. Okay, that requires a shit ton of strength. Like, a lot. Okay, then we got a Spear plus 10, the Soul of Ornstein, and we get the Dragon Slayer Spear, which has a dex requirement and a strength requirement, but it also deals magic damage that scales with your faith, so that's pretty nice, despite the fact that it doesn't actually require faith. Okay, it looks like it does lightning damage, not magic damage, but still. So there's a Dragon Slayer Spear. Let's see, a plus 10 halberd type weapon or plus 10 whip. Either a plus 10 halberd or plus 10 whip, plus the Soul of Priscilla to get the Life Hunt Scythe, which I do believe has really high bleed build up. I need to stop doing that. Let's see, and I think that should more or less be it. Do I have two Souls of Priscilla? I think I do. I think one's from my previous playthrough. Okay, and then we also got a couple shields we can make. So, any shield, rank 10, plus the Soul of the Moonlight Butterfly, gives you the Crystal Ring Shield. So let's grab that. And then any shield plus 10 plus the Soul of Sif gives you the Great Shield of Artorias. So, not too shabby. 34 strength, unfortunately, but you do what you gotta do. And I think that should be everything. Yeah, okay, that's everything right there. So let's check some of these out. Oh, also, you can obviously upgrade. You can obviously upgrade these weapons, or most of them at least. But a lot of them require either Twinkling Titanite or Demon Titanite or other stuff like that. Actually, I think a lot of them just require Demon Titanite now that I'm looking at it. Okay, so the Great Sword of Artorias. Demon Titanite, Abyss Great Sword, Demon Titanite, Great Lord, Great Sword, Demon. So it looks like all of these require Demon Titanite. Okay, so those will be a pain in the ass to level up. Yeah. They all require Demon Titanite to level up. Wow, that's kind of a pain. Yeah, every single one of these requires Demon Titanite to upgrade for some reason. Oh well. anyways, let's go ahead and check out a couple of these weapons here. Before we do that, let's go ahead and check out this shield that I got from the Bone Wheel Skeletons, the Bone Wheel Shield. Unfortunately, it requires 30 strength, and I only got my strength up to 19 at the moment, so not enough to actually fully use it, but it just looks really cool. Giant wooden wheel encircled by spikes, half melted to a strange skeleton, can be used as a great shield only for the great gaps, but at least the spikes turn into weapons with a good spin. Strange indeed. Yeah, unable to wield it. But yeah, it looks pretty freaking cool, that's for sure. And then if you have the strength for it, you, instead of parrying or doing like a slam attack, you hold it up and you spin it around. So it's really cool. If I had the 30 strength, I would show you, but oh well. Actually, let me see. Can I do that over here? Probably not, but let's see. I don't think I have enough strength to dual wield it over there either. Yeah, oh well. Oh well. Anyways, let's go with some more shields here while we're here. Let's start with the Great Shield of Artorias here. Shield born from the soul of the great grey wolf Sif, guardian of the grave of Abysswalker, Knight Artorias, boasts consistent defense and divine protection against various status effects. So, pretty good physical reduction, fire reduction, and then average everything else. I mean, that stability right off the bat is 88. I don't know if it gets any higher, but that's pretty damn good. And it looks pretty cool. I like it. I kind of want to go somewhere with a bit more sunlight. Let's see. Like, yeah, we're in the city of sunlight here, but we're not actually... We're not actually getting any sunlight here. Yeah, I don't mind dying right now. We've already got all of our souls. Our soul weapons, so I don't mind losing that 35,000 souls. It's fine. Let's see. Let's warp back to in Orlando, but you know, someplace with the sunshine outside. There we go. So yeah, there's the Great Shield of Artorias. It looks pretty damn cool, and it's huge. I think it does weigh a lot. Let's see, yeah, 16 pounds, so it's a bit much right there, but whatever. And then the Crystal Ring Shield from the Moonlight Butterfly. Weapon born from the mystical creature of the Darkroot Garden, the Moonlight Butterfly, imbued with a powerful crystal power like the butterfly created by Seath the Scaleless, can emit crystal light rings. Okay, so it has a special effect. Awesome. It's tiny. It doesn't actually look all that bad. I like it. And then I think if you press the L2 button, yeah, it does that right there. I don't know how useful that is. It kind of reminds me of the Moonlight Greatsword. I'm assuming that if you're actually locked onto something, it'll actually target them. Let's actually try it out on these guys. I'm pretty sure that does use weapon durability. So yeah, it looks like it uses at least a couple. We're at 104 right now. So let's see what happens if we try to do it on this guy over here. Let me get my catalyst back on just in case we need it. Alright, so if we aim at this guy, I don't know if it's going to travel or if it's just something to do when they're up close. Oh, it totally does. That's actually really cool. I like that. I like that. I don't think I'll ever get too much use out of it, but I do like that. Cool. Feel free to not chase me anymore, dude. That'd be great. Thanks. Okay, so that took off... Looks like about 6 or 7 durability per. Yeah, either way, I like it. Anyways, let's go back to a different shield. Actually, we don't even really need it that much, but whatever. Anyways, let's start looking at our other weapons here. Let's start from the top, shall we? Alright, so we got 2 Great Swords of Artorias here. We've got this one, and then we've got this one. It doesn't actually say it, but this one is the cursed one, and this one is the non-cursed one. Surprisingly, we're actually... Huh. Surprisingly, the cursed version has higher base attack, but then again, it doesn't have any... It doesn't have any magic damage like the first one does. Okay, so the Cursed Greatsword of Artorias. Sword born from the soul of the Great Grey Wolf Sith, guardian of the grave of Abyss Walker Knight Artorias. The sword can damage ghosts as it was cursed when Artorias joined a covenant with the creatures of the Abyss. Huh. I didn't know he did that, but okay. But yeah, it's got C scaling on all the stats, so really nice. I don't know if it actually has a special R2 attack. But yeah, it's a really nice looking great sword. I like it. Let's see if we can't get some good sunlight here. You know, for the City of Sunlight, you can't actually get the best sunlight for whatever reason. Either way, I think it looks pretty nice. Let's see, R2. It doesn't look like it has a special R2 attack. It just does a giant attack that takes a ton of stamina. And then a basic jump attack. Okay, so that's the cursed version. Let's see if the non-cursed version looks any different. Looks like it might be a lighter color. Sir Artorias hunted the Dark Wraiths, and his sword strikes harder against Dark Servants. So this will probably do more damage versus, like, the... Well, that actually looks nice with it. It's not all darkness and stuff. It'll probably do more damage versus something like the Dark Wraiths down in the New London Ruins. And yeah, it does not have a special R2 attack, but still reasonably strong. And if you're high enough level in like New Game Plus or something like that, that you have like 30 or 40 on your magic, faith, strength, dexterity, it'll probably do pretty good for you. Yeah, it certainly looks like it'll do reasonably good damage. Anyways, let's check out our next one here. Let's see, we got the Abyss Greatsword. This greatsword belonged to Lord Gwyn's Knight Artorias, who fell to the Abyss. Assaulted by the dark with his master, this sword is tainted by the Abyss, and now its strength reflects its wielder's humanity. Oh, so you must get extra damage from humanity out of this. Okay, cool. Requires 22 strength, and then 18 dexes. I don't think there's a version where it has magic damage, so I don't know why it scales with magic and faith as well, but okay. That really does just look like a different version of the cursed greatsword that we just had out. It might almost be it. Like I said, holy crap, that was cool. I like that. Okay. That's basically the attack that Artorias does on you. Does it use any stamina? No, it doesn't. So that's actually really cool. Nice. And then let's see if the... Okay, it just still has the basic jump attack right there. Okay, cool. I like it. Anyways, let's go. The Great Lord Greatsword. 20 strength, 10 dex. Greatsword born from the soul of Gwyn, Lord of Cinder. As bearer of the ultimate soul, Gwyn wielded the bolts of the sun, but before linking the fire, divided that power amongst his children and set off with only this greatsword as his companion. And well, that's just basically a fat-ass greatsword with... Doesn't look very special, it's just a really fat greatsword. Yeah, basic combo. Let's see, R2... Just a nice big slam, and then... Yeah, I'm trying to do the jump attack, but it's finicky. There you go. Okay. I highly doubt that takes any extra stamina to do just the plain R2, because it's just a slam. Okay, cool. So decent enough looking greatsword, nothing fancy, it's just there, I guess. Alright, and then Dragon Greatsword, that's from something else. Let's see, Quelaog, we already saw that a couple times. Chaos Blade. B scaling and dex. a curved sword born from the soul of Quelaag, daughter of the Witch of Izalith, who was transformed into a Chaos Demon. This blade inherits only the chaotic nature of the Quelaag and has a unique speckled design. Blade wielder erodes along with opponents. I think this actually does damage whenever you hit something. Yeah. I think it does like 1% of your health damage whenever you hit an enemy. And it just basically looks like a giant rusty katana. R2, you got anything? You do. You got a very unwieldy attack there. And that's the R2 for one hand. And then the basic combo. Yeah, I'm sure it would do reasonably decent, but I'm not about to go find something to kill and kill myself along with it. Yeah, it does actually do damage to your health when you hit stuff. So it's kind of like the, what was it? The Hitless from Demon Souls. Ah, so what else we got? We got Smaus Hammer, which I can't wield anywhere near at all. Ton of strength. Great hammer from the soul of Executioner Smaug, who guards the cathedral in the forsaken city of Anorlando. Smaug loved his work and ground the bones of his victims into his own feed, ruining his hopes of being ranked with the four knights. Oh, so you're a cannibal. Okay. Yeah, this thing's just huge. Unfortunately, when you don't have the strength where you can't swing it at all, so, oh well. Can we even do the jump attack? Probably not. Yeah, it's not letting me. Yeah, that thing's huge. 28 pounds, that's kind of ridiculous. Let me see if it has any special effects. Let me check. Okay, no special moves, but it does recover 10 HP per hit when you attack the enemy, so that's not too shabby. I mean, granted, I'm sure the attack swing is not terribly fast, but that is pretty cool. Anyways, let's go ahead and check out the Dragon Slayer Spear. 24 strength, 24 dex, does lightning damage, nice. Cross Spear, born from the soul of Ornstein, a Dragon Slayer guarding Anorlando Cathedral, inflicts lightning damage effective against dragons. Two-handed thrust relies on a cross and bury spear deep within a dragon's hide, and sends human foes flying. Okay. What do you mean unable to wield? I should have enough strength to two-hand it, right? No? No, I guess not. Oh well. I think with full stats to R2, it releases a burst of lightning. Let me check. Okay, so the one-handed R2 shoots a spear of lightning in a straight line, and then the two-handed R2 is a combo attack. Apparently, you do a basic attack, and then you press R2 again, and yeah, it does that right there. So you got the thrust, and then you got the upwards thrust after. So it's a nice little combo. Not bad. Oh, so that's what they mean about using the cross. He actually grabs a hold of the cross to do it. Yeah, the cross guard. Yeah, okay. But yeah, if you have the requirements for it, it'll shoot a bolt of lightning when you just use the regular R2 attack. Okay, cool. And then let's see what else we got here. We got the Lifeflint Scythe. Scythe born from the soul of Priscilla, the Stark-White crossbreed trapped inside the painted world of Armiamus. Even the gods feared Priscilla's lifeline ability, and in the hands of a mortal, his power will turn upon his wielder. Okay, I think this also does damage per hit. Let's see, R2 does... yeah, just a basic attack, okay. Yeah, this has a really high bleed build up as far as I'm aware. Let's see. Let's go ahead and drag one of you guys out here to see if we can't... oh, no, that's right. That's right. What it does is it inflicts bleed build up on yourself as well as the enemy. no matter what attack you're using. So it has a really high bleed build up on the enemy, but it also has a really high bleed build up on you as well. So that's what you want to watch out for here. I don't know if this guy's actually susceptible to bleed or not. Oh well. But yeah, it just builds up bleed on yourself, so you want to be careful about that. So if you're going to use this weapon, probably not a bad idea to have some red moss clumps on hand to try to negate that. Otherwise, you'll do a fat chunk of damage to yourself as well as the enemy. But still, pretty cool. Looks nice. I think it just looks almost exactly like the one that she had. Yeah, probably. Alright, and then we got... Well, that's it. Okay, so those are all the weapons there. We weren't able to check out all their special moves, unfortunately, but oh well. Anyways, let's go ahead and head to Snuggly the Crow and get that final sorcery that I didn't get previously, so I'll be right back. Alright, let's go ahead and do this proper like instead of eating the soul of Manus. We're going to go ahead and give it to her.
You, give me.
Yeah, okay, go away. Okay, soul of Manus. Drop. Okay, and now let's go ahead and quit and come back there. And that should give us the Pursuer's sorcery.
Give me.
Thank you. Pursuers. Yes, there we go. And if I remember correctly from what I read, this is basically a stronger version of Homing Crystal Soul Mass that requires 2 slots. Alright, where you at, dude? I know you're around here somewhere waiting to bother me. By the way, the parry riposte animation for axes and clubs, I really like it. So we'll see if we can't show this real fast. Come on. So yeah, you do a quick chop and then you do a spin around. I think it looks really nice. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Unfortunately, I'm not the best at parrying, so I have to rely on backstabs to get it most of the time. I mean, I'll be able to parry some enemies, but I don't have the timing down for a lot of stuff, unfortunately. Anyways, let's go ahead and attune magic. Let's go ahead and get rid of our billion copies of Soul Spear, and let's go ahead and Pursuers, because it takes 2 slots, and you only get 3 uses out of it, so, oh well. Sorcery of Manus, Father of the Abyss, grant a fleeting will to the dark of humanity and follow the result. The will feels envy or perhaps love, and despite the inevitably trite and tragic ending, the will sees no alternative and is driven madly towards its target. Okay, sounds kinda angsty, but whatever. Oh, yeah, let's go ahead and... There you go. Let's see. So it builds up around us, just like Homing Crystal Soul Mass. It still can be knocked off, unfortunately. And yeah, as you can see, it kind of chases after the target. There you go. Let's see if we can't show a slightly better variation here. Takes a little while to cast, unfortunately. But yeah, it's basically just a really strong version of Homing Crystal Soul Mask that I do not want to be down here. That actually bothers to chase enemies down if they happen to move out of the way or whatever. So I like it. I mean, it has this work cut out for these little dudes right here because they're just going to be right next to you. But there's some enemies that like they'll dodge out of the way or whatever. And as far as I can know, these will actually chase them down for making your life easier there. Also, it looks pretty cool too. But there we go. There are most of the boss soul weapons, minus like the tail weapons, and yeah, I tried cutting them off, but oh well, it just didn't happen. But there we go. That's everything that we're going to be seeing in Dark Souls, and now we are finally actually done with the series. So guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys on other videos. Have a great night. Okay, so apparently I forgot 2 boss soul items to deal with, so let's go take care of these real fast. So, oops. Anyways, yeah, blah blah blah. We need to modify equipment, and yeah, we should have, where is it? Apparently I don't have the stuff I need for it. In that case, I'll be right back. Anyways, as I was saying, you need a +10 either axe or great axe, and also a +10 Castus or claw type weapon. So the Castus, probably the best place to get it is just over at Andre the blacksmith. He sells it for like 200 or 300 souls, something like that. The other fist weapon you have to go buy from Shiva of the East, and you have to either be part of the Forest Hunter Covenant, or yeah, that's pretty much it really. And you got to go to Blight Town. Whereas with the Castus, you can just go buy it from Andre in the Undead Parish. Anyways, so what we want to make these into are the Golem Axe with the core of an Iron Golem, and then the Dragon Bone Fist, again with the core of an Iron Golem. And yeah, I just kind of forgot that these things existed, so oops. Anyways, let's go ahead and check those out real fast. Yeah, so we got the Golem Axe, which requires 36 strength and 22. I do not have enough to use this, unfortunately. I have been leveling up my strength just a little bit, but still not enough to actually use the damn thing. Oh well. And then the Dragon Bone Fist, which weighs 8 pounds for some reason. A weapon from the soul of the Iron Golem, guardian of Sen's fortress, who repelled countless heroes who sought Anor. The gods fused the power of the soul with the great bones of the dragons, forming an appropriate core for the giant golem. Let's see, and then an axe born from the soul of the Iron Golem, guardian of Sen's fortress, who repelled countless heroes. Its powerful one-handed attack imitates the golem's blade of wind, but the heavy iron blade makes it quite unwieldy. Yeah, 16 pounds. I think what it's trying to say is when you do the heavy attack, it does that attack that the boss did with the axe there. And then we got our giant fist weapon, which is basically just pimp slapping someone with a giant seashell attached to your arm. And yeah, that's the R2 right there, which is really nice. I kind of like it. It's kind of like a Shoryuken. And yeah, you can't two-hand your fist weapon, unfortunately. So you gotta just do what you can with what you got. I mean, you could get another core of an Iron Golem on a second playthrough and get another fist weapon and do that, I guess. But I don't really see the appeal. And yeah, unfortunately, we just don't have the stats for this, so we're just gonna have to just check out how it looks. It just looks like a big ass heavy axe, really. I guess it really does look like what he had. But either way, those are the last 2 weapons that I forgot, and that really is the end. So guys, thanks again. See you guys eventually. Have a good night.